If you haven't already, go grab a couple of blocks or a block or something you can lean on, and maybe also a band of some description, a strap to grab your foot. We've got 3 more people coming, so I'll give them a sec. I'm just going to go grab my headphones in case the local industrial fan starts up. So if we have our blocks and strap ready to go, let's get on our mat and ready to practice. So this is a class you can take at your own pace, moving with your breath. If you need to rest at any time in child's pose, please feel free, join in and move at the pace that suits you today. It's very hot, so make sure you've got some water nearby so you can have a drink as well. Are you going to be in my way? We're going to start on hands and knees today. Let's find a long spine, take a breath in. And then from the tailbone, start to round into cat as you breathe out. As you inhale and arch, find a really long neck and create a little double chin, breathing in. And curling back, trying to move all the way back through your knees as you breathe out. Roll the shoulders back as you lengthen the neck, inhale. And curling under as you exhale. Take 2 more of these. Making that little double chin. One more time. Great. Now we're going to spend quite a lot of time on our hands today. So use your inhale to come to a straight back. And then as you exhale, start to lean back a little bit. Breathe in, bring your shoulders a little further forward over your knuckles. And breathe out to bring the shoulder back behind the wrist. It's going to start warming your wrist up. See if you can spin the creases of your elbows forward and the points of your elbows backwards. Keeping the neck really long. Remember that your arms belong to your back, so drawing the shoulders backwards to rock forward and back. Great. Now pausing, come and sit back on your feet. We're going to create 2 fists and turn the eyes of the thumbs forward. Without letting your wrists collapse, see if you can just roll over the knuckles and then back flat onto the knuckles. So we inhale. And exhale, plant. Inhale. Exhale, plant. 2 more like that. Inhale, lifting the knuckles up, rolling onto the back edge. Exhale, bringing them back down. And 1 more round. Great. Coming back onto our hands again, we're now going to do some hand push-ups. Inhale as your spine lengthens. Exhale as you press actively through your knees. You should feel your bottom switch on when you do that. And with your shoulders directly over your wrists, now we're going to inhale and lift the palm up, bending at the fingers. Exhale, press it down. Try not to let your body move too much. So we're going to inhale, straighten through the wrist, and exhale, press the palm back down. Inhale, straighten through both wrists. Good. Exhale, press back down. And 1 more time. Cool. Take a long spine inhale, claw with your fingertips, tuck your toes, find downward dog. Exhale. Keep your knees really bent. Actively push through the arms, spiral the elbows forward, so the long line of the elbows forward as you breathe in. And feel the shoulders lengthen through to the hips, hollow belly, breathing out. You can start to walk out your dog and just notice how the backs of your legs feel, how the ankles feel. And use your breath in to bring you up onto both tiptoes. And the breath out to start to sink the heels down. And onto the tiptoes, breathing in. Heels sink down, breathing out. Do that 1 more time. And see if we can stay here with the head really heavy, the chin tucked in, the eyes on the toes. Just noticing your breath. Lift the heels on your inhale. Bend the knees as you exhale. Look up at your hands and walk to the top of the mat. Long spine with the chin tucking in. Breathe in. And melt forward as you breathe out. Sweeping the hands up to the ceiling. Breathe in. And just bring them to heart center as you breathe out. If you can, close your eyes. Notice where your feet are on the ground. Sending the balls of the feet and the heels down. Noticing the arches rise, lifting the knees, lifting the thighs up into the hips. Gently tucking your tailbone under. Noticing the collarbones grow wider as the shoulders sink back and down, softening towards the hips. Tuck in at the chin as you lengthen to the crown. Just notice how you feel standing here, connected to earth. Ready to breathe and move and flow. Inhale, open the eyes, sweep the arms up towards the ceiling. And exhale, bring the hands down. Guys, this one's a little bit of a two-handed exercise. I'm going to get you to interlace your fingers. You're going to bring your knuckles into this line of your abdomen just below the ribs. So you're interlacing your fingers. And as we breathe in, we're going to roll the shoulders back and lift up. So you're pressing your knuckles into your belly and lifting up from the just above your belly button up towards the ribs. Exhale, relax the hands, bring them apart. Inhale all the way up. Good. Exhale, bring the arms down, interlace the fingers. Inhale as you lift that line along the belly, roll the shoulders back. Exhale to relax. Arms come up on a breath in. Arms come down on the breath out. So what are we doing? We're going to do this 2 more times. What we're doing is lengthening the line of fascia through the abdomen. And this is going to give you much better mobility. Exhale down. One last time. Interlace the fingers, knuckles pull up, shoulders roll back. Inhale. And relax the shoulders forward and down. Exhale. Big stretch upwards. Breathe in. Fold from the hips to the floor. Breathing out. Long spine on your inhale. Bend the knees. Bring your hands to the ground as you exhale. Come back and find your high plank as you breathe in. I want you to really squeeze your bottom on the exhale. From the heels to the ground, find a long spine. Breathe in. Wrap those shoulders back as you breathe out. Good. Is your heart lifted through the shoulder blades? Inhale. We're going to just bring the knees to the ground as we exhale. Good. Tuck your bottom under. Bring your weight forward. Breathe in. Okay, so we want to try and have this into like a planky position on our knees, not a bum out position. And start to bend the elbows slowly, rolling the shoulders back as we control our weight down towards the ground. Beautiful work, guys. Press the tops of the feet down, roll the shoulders back, tuck the chin in as you lengthen, breathe in. And then tuck the toes, press yourself back to down dog. Breathe out. Again, let the head hang heavy. Tailbone straight up toward the ceiling. I'm just trying to settle into this place so it can become a resting place. Come up onto the tiptoes with your breath in. Bend the knees, let the hips lower as you breathe out. Look to the hands. You can step or float or even hop to the top of the mat. Long spine, long neck. Inhale. Melt forward, nose to knees. Exhale. Sweep the arms up to the ceiling. Breathe in. Circle them down. Connect the fingers. Breathe out. Draw the knuckles up the belly. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale. And release the hands down. They come apart. Exhale. Both arms up to the ceiling. Breathe in. Folding forward to the mat. Breathe out. Lengthen the spine. Inhale. Crouch down. Fingers clawing to ground. Exhale. Come back to your high plank. Find your way there. Breathe in. Now, I want you to keep your hands and feet where they are and just push to downward facing dog. So look at your toes, lift the hip, push as you breathe out. Take an inhale and an exhale. Look forward, find your high plank, breathe in. Press back to downward dog, breathe out. One more time, straight into that high plank. Inhale. Back into your downward dog. Exhale. Pause here. 3 breaths. Try and keep your toes where they are. Lengthening the tailbone up. Pressing down through the hands. Now, inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees. Look to the hands. Step, float, or hop, top of mat. The big big toes will touch now as we lengthen forward halfway. Inhale. Melt the nose towards the knees. Exhale. Chair pose. We're going to sweep the arms up as we squeeze into the thighs. Draw the front ribs in, lower the hips down. In yoga, we have this balance of stira and sukha, so strength and ease. We want all the strength to be in the legs. So we want to have our knees behind our toes to be really stable in our base, but our sukha, our ease and grace around the shoulders and the neck. So try and create some softness in the upper body while you strengthen the lower body. Take another big breath in. We're going to exhale, sweep the arms back and come to a flat back. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, flat back, pull back. Try and stay the same shape in the legs. Arms come up, breathe in. Pull them back, flat back, breathe out. Now come to chair pose. Inhale. And bring your hands to heart center. Exhale. You're going to take a little twist here. Be really gentle. You want to feel your belly lift into your back as you breathe in. And we're going to twist to our left as we breathe out. Cool. So make sure your knees are still stacked. Send your tailbone back. Inhale. Can we bring your right elbow to your left knee as we exhale? Cool. Now I want you to roll the right shoulder back first, then stack the left shoulder on top of it. Breathe in. Really press your left foot down through the ground as you breathe out. Lift the right foot off the floor. You got this, team. Get that bum down and the heel up as you inhale, and step it back onto the toes as you exhale. Nice. So keep your weight forward, left knee right on top of the ankle. See if you can take your chin now towards your left shoulder. Take a breath in. Hollow belly. So really curl through the upper body as you breathe out. Can we expand through the collarbones? Breathe in. Final little twist. Exhale fully. We're going to come up into crescent lunge. Inhale the arms up. Good, nice high lunge here. So the arms are beside the ears. We're now going to take the edge of the right foot down onto the mat into warrior one. Take a breath in. Hollow the belly, tuck the tailbone as you breathe out. Nice work. Take an inhale as the sides of the waist lengthen. And then exhale, warrior two. So left arm is forward, right arm is back. Great. Keep looking forward. So the body is open to the side, but the gaze is straight ahead. Long stretch through the arms. Breathe in. Can we press in deeper as we breathe out? When we go to reverse our warrior today, we're going to set up a little bit differently. Place your right hand already on the back of your right thigh. Now turn the palm over, reverse as you inhale. Look down at your right fingers as you slide the hand away. Exhale. Breathe into the left side of your waist. And breathe out. Cartwheel the hands to the ground, framing the left foot. We have a little bit more to go here today. Lift the chest off the thigh, long line. Breathe in. You might even come to your right fingertips. Roll the right shoulder back and down as you breathe out. Now lengthen the left arm up towards the ceiling. Inhale. Focus on keeping that right shoulder actively back as you exhale. Can we stack and lift? Breathe in. Now bring the left hand back down. Breathe out. Stepping back into high plank. Inhale. Coming down onto knees. Exhale. Bringing chest over fingers. Breathe in. Slowly lower to the mat. Breathe out. Baby cobra or full cobra, your choice. Long neck. Inhale. Tuck the toes, press back. Downward dog. Exhale. 3 breaths here. And we're going to do that all again on the other side. Start to the chair pose. Let's lift those heels up high. Breathe in. Sink the hips down low. Breathe out. Look to the hands. And either a step, a hop, even maybe a float to the top of the mat. Long spine, breathe in. The big toes touch, tuck the chin, look back, breathe out. Squeeze into the knees as we sweep the arms up, chair pose. Inhale, sukha through the neck and shoulders. Exhale, stira, strength through the legs, through the hips. Nice, take a big breath in here. Hands to heart on the exhale. Puff up the upper back, tip your body weight forward, breathe in. Roll the left shoulder back as we twist to the right, breathing out. Good. We're going to come even further forward, even more puff through the upper back. Breathe in. Now lower the left elbow to the left knee as we breathe out. Rotate the right shoulder open. Inhale. Both shoulders down and back. Deep twist. Exhale. Another breath in. Pushing the right foot down through the ground as we breathe out. Left foot lifts. Inhale. Step it back onto the toes. Exhale. Good. Find long line from the heel through to the top of the head. Breathe in. Twist a little further. Breathing out. Can we take the chin to the shoulder as we inhale? Bring all the air out of the lungs like water out of the sponge. Exhale. Come back to the center. Arms up to Crescent Lunge. Breathe in. Left heel comes down onto the ground, 45 degrees, breathing out. Good. I want you to curl your pubic bone up into the ribs, long sides of waist. Breathe in. And then open body to the side, gaze forward. Warrior two. Breathe out. Feel that heart space really press open on the inhale. The shoulders and the hips down on the exhale. Place your left hand down on your left leg, then reverse. Inhale. Looking down at the left fingertips as we exhale. One more big breath in and cartwheel hands to the top of the mat. Breath out. Stepping back into high plank. Inhale. Taking knees to the mat. Exhale. Shoulders back and chest forward. Long line. Breathe in. Slowly control it down. Breathe out. Up dog or cobra. Inhale. Back into down dog. Exhale. 3 breaths here. I really want you to notice your breath. You jar your breath. Just a gentle compression at the back of the airways. Just going to make sure original sound is on. There it is. All right, let's get a little level up here, team. Take the right tip toes to the ceiling, please. Breathe in. Bring that right knee across to your left elbow. Breathe out. So shoulders right on top of the wrists. Inhale that right leg up to the ceiling again. This time, bring your weight forward, knee to the nose. Hold it there. Look forward now. Transfer your weight into the fingertips. Inhale. Press your right foot down through the hands. Exhale. Oh, I forgot a little bit from the other side. My apologies, guys. I'll get to it when we come back to our other foot. Holding here as we breathe in. Rolling the left shoulder back as we breathe out. So we've been here before. Taking the right arm up. Inhale. Both shoulders rolling back. So your left hand is on the ground, guys, on its fingertips. Yeah. Right arm up. And you can even use the block if that feels better. Try and keep this left hip high. Try and keep the ribs curling in. Shoulders are back. Neck is long. Inhale. Take it back into warrior two. Exhale. Long inhale. Press down. Now remember, hand on the thigh as we reverse our warrior. Breathe in. Stay looking down for the breathe out. Take an inhale here. Back to warrior two as we exhale. Extend the right leg. Breathe in. Good. Push down through the outer edge of your left foot as you breathe out. So I'd love it if you could draw this kneecap up towards your thigh so it's almost straight. Good. Extending as much as we can on the inhale. Tipping our weight forward into triangle pose as we exhale. Both shoulders roll back, chest opens. Breathe in. Let's see what we can do with our triangle today, guys. First thing, let's get the pelvis really open to the side. So the right hip is sliding back. The left hip is rolling on top of it. The ribs are in the body. The side of the waist is long. If we can do that, maybe we can place our hand down on the block. Why not give that a try? Can the hand come down onto a block? Stacking joint over joint, long back of the neck, arms up to the ceiling. Exhale fully. Now as we breathe in and lengthen the bottom side of the waist, the right side of the waist, can we exhale and bring that hand down a little bit lower? Just be careful that you don't start sticking your bottom out. Keep the bottom tucking under and the ribs pulling in, the shoulders rolling back. Take another breath in. Can that hand come all the way to the floor? Let's see where we can go with this triangle pose today. Promise you it'll help you with the balances that are about to come. Take one more big breath in. Curl the tailbone under, breathe out. Inhale all the way up to stand. Exhale the hands to the hips, turn the toes towards each other. Roll the shoulders back, inhale. Keep the belly sweeping in as you find a flat back, and exhale, hands to the ground. Roll the shoulders back, lift the chest, breathe in. Bend the elbows, keeping the shoulders on your back as you fold, breathing out. So sometimes we have a tendency in our forward folds to release our shoulder blades towards the head. Try to resist those urges, keep them back. Turn the hands around so that the fingers face the heels and walk them through the legs. Tailbone extends upwards, inhale. Ribs in the body, exhale. How much length can we create through the spine here? Can we add a little squeeze at the backs of the shoulder blades? One more breath in. Completely release. Place the hands under the shoulders. Lift the chest, inhale. Place the hands on the hips, tuck the tail, exhale. Come all the way back up to stand, breathe in. And bring it into warrior two, breathe out. So we're going to take our first half moon for the day, guys. So half moon is a balance pose we'll be working on. I really recommend using the block for this pose. We're going to try and catch ourselves. We'll bring that block to maybe 30, maybe 40 centimeters in front of the foot just to get us started. That's going to make sense while we try to touch the floor in that triangle pose. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, tip your weight forward. Flex the left foot, turn it to the side, stack it on top of the right hip as you inhale. So we're in half moon pose. The body faces the side, just like in warrior two, but the hand that gazes down at the middle finger, just like in warrior two. What's different here? That our leg is now lifted at the same height as our hip. Feeling good, team? Take that left arm up to the ceiling if you are. You can keep it on the hip if you're not. Up to you. Squeeze the bottom, push the hips forward, breathe in, pull the ribs in, send them back, breathe out. Now, tuck the chin in, lengthen the back of the neck, inhale. All four corners of the right foot grounded, exhale. Can we float the hand off the block as we breathe in? Can we take it down onto a lower edge as we breathe out? Take another breath in, empty it, try again, float the hand, inhale. Can we take the block onto a lower edge? Exhale, shoulders are open, well, chest is open, shoulders are back. One last attempt here. Float on the breath in and a little lower on the breath out. Great news. Take one inhale here. Bend both of your knees. Bring the feet into hips distance at the front of the mat and exhale, release. Nod your head, yes. Shake your head, no. Slowly roll up as you breathe in. Arms come to the ceiling, inhale. Interlace the fingers as you exhale. Lift through the abdominal fascia, roll the shoulders back, breathe in. And release it forward, breathe out. Sweep your arms to the sky, fill up. Dive forward, empty. Halfway lift, breathe in. Make your way to the bottom of chaturanga as you breathe out. Kneeling or not, your choice. Find your up dog or your cobra. Inhale. Make your way back to downward dog. Exhale. Give yourself 2 generous ujjayi breaths here. And then together we'll take 2 opportunities to sigh it out. Take a breath in. Release the jaw, sigh. One more time. This time, left leg to the ceiling, inhale. Bring the knee across to the right elbow, shoulders forward, exhale. Inhale the leg up. Exhale the knee to the nose. Hold it here. Transfer the weight forward as you breathe in. Really claw with the knuckles. Then plant the foot. Breathing out. Send the right foot further back. Lift the left arm to the ceiling. Inhale. Rolling the shoulders back in the twist. So the right hand is grounded, the left arm is lifted. Rotating to the side. Good. Little tuck of the chin. Make sure that this right shoulder is really rolling back and the left side of the body is opening up. So the foundation of this shoulder is more important than any other part of this pose. Take another inhale here. And exhale to warrior two. Gazing forward. Softening the shoulders. Inhale to reverse. Placing the hand, lowering the gaze. Expanding through the left side. And returning to warrior two. Now left leg extends. Pull the thigh up into the hip as you breathe in. Tuck the tailbone under as you breathe out. We're scissoring the fingers away from each other as we inhale the right arm up and exhale the left hand down onto the block for triangle pose. So bring the block to the inside of your ankle or heel. Try not to collapse through this left side of the waist. Try and keep it long. Tailbone tucking, both shoulders drawing back. Chin tucking in, back of the neck long. Take a breath in. Can we take that hand down a little lower as we breathe out? Good. Can we go a little lower as we breathe out? Try one more time. Stay here for a breath. Empty it fully. Rise on your inhale. And we are going to turn the toes towards each other. Hands on the hips as we exhale. I think a little better to you. Roll the shoulders back. Breathe in. Fold from your hips towards the mat. Breathe out. Now the hands come down and the spine gets long. Inhale. Roll the shoulders back as we lower the head down. Exhale. Arches of the feet are lifting. Breathe in. Edges of the feet are grounding. Breathe out. If we can keep our shoulders in position, try to take the first two fingers of both hands around the big toes. So shoulders roll back, elbows wide to the side. Breathe in. And just draw yourself in a little deeper as you breathe out. Now, if this position doesn't feel great for you, take the hands onto the backs of the calves instead. It'll give you nice space through the chest. So as you roll the shoulders back and point the elbows up to the ceiling, then wide to the side. Take two more breaths. Relax the face. Relax the jaw. Bring the hands to the ground. Find a long spine. Breathe in. Hands to the hips. Bum scooping under. Breathe out. All the way up to stand. Inhale. Warrior two. Exhale. Are we ready for our first half moon for today? Well, on this side. We've done it once on the other side. So place your block on its highest edge, 20 to 30 centimeters in front of your foot. Take a breath in to prepare. Load that left leg as you breathe out. Flex the right foot hard as it rises in line with the left hip. Inhale, and your left hand is down on the block. Exhale. Now your right hand might be on your hip. It might be up towards the ceiling. Whichever is fine for you, go for it. Let's see if we can come in a little deeper. Strong belly, strong flex of the foot. Inhale. Hover the hand. See if you can turn the block down. Bring it a little closer to the ground. Taking a breath in. Hover the hand. Turn the block down. See if you can come a little closer to the ground. If your body has already reached its limit, just stay here and breathe. That's totally fine. You got one more try. Try and take one last breath here wherever you are. And then bring the foot forward and fold. Nodding the head yes. Shaking the head no. Using your breath in to slowly roll up, sweeping the arms up. Inhale. Bringing the hands down, interlacing the fingers like in this little cup shape as you exhale. Bringing the hands into the low belly, roll the shoulders back as you extend, breathing in, and releasing the hands down, breathing out. Sweep them up to the sky, inhale. Fold to the mat, exhale. Halfway lift, breathe in. Find your way to the bottom of your version of chaturanga as you breathe out. Take an up dog or a cobra, breath in. And this time back to child's pose, breathing out. Find your way into our child's pose. Keeping the arms extended from the hips all the way through to the fingertips. Noticing how your body feels, scanning from the hands, through the head, to the back body. Noticing the support of the ground underneath you. Slowing down. Once you've emptied this breath, start to slide the hands back and stack the spine as you breathe in. So we're going to take a camel here, but not as a deep back bend, as a warm-up pose. So for the camel that we'll be practicing today, I'm going to come up onto the knees. Make sure your legs are parallel, just in line with your hips, and it's totally fine to tuck your toes under. This will give you more support. Tailbone scooping forward. Lifting the pubic bone upwards, upwards. Lengthen through the front body. Squeeze the glutes gently. We're going to take the hands onto the sides of the hips, not to the back. So I don't want you to force your pelvis forward. We're going to roll the shoulders back. Squeeze the elbows together. Just feel the chest puff up. Feel the heart space turn towards the ceiling. And roll the shoulders back, keeping the chin drawing in. Lengthen the back of the neck as much as you can. Keeping that double chin, really puffing up the chest, squeezing your bottom and squeezing the shoulder blades together. Take another inhale here and slowly sit back onto your feet. Bring the hands to the floor, onto all fours. Long spine, inhale. Tuck the toes, find downward dog. Exhale. Take a breath in. Open mouth sigh. One more time. Lift the heels, breathe in. Bend the knees, breathe out. Look to the hands, step, float, hop, or even just walk to the top of your mat. So we're going to come into these half moons once again, but we're going to do it from a forward fold. So rather than from standing or from warrior two, we're going to lift into the pose. This is also where you're going to try and grab your back foot. So if you have a strap handy, if you have difficulty reaching your back foot in quad openers, have that ready. All right, let's take the block in front of the right foot to begin. And when the arm's extended, what we're looking for is the right hip right over the right ankle and the right shoulder right over the right wrist. So can we create those two lines? Place the left hand on your left hip. Take an inhale, long back. Exhale as both shoulders actively roll back. Just flex the left foot, hover it, and turn it out as you inhale. Soften the right knee just a fraction as you exhale. Now sweep that left leg up, long, straight, and strong. Stack the hip over the right as you breathe in. Tuck your tailbone under. Flex the foot harder as you breathe out. Can we now stack the left shoulder over the right shoulder as we inhale? Both shoulders actively roll back. Exhale. Can we take the left arm up to the ceiling as we breathe in? Come on, team. Tuck that bottom, pull the belly in, breathe out. Now hover the right hand off the block. This time I'm not going to ask you to go deeper to the ground. I'm going to ask you to try and balance for 2 more breaths. Take an inhale. Use your drishti, your gaze, to keep you steady. 1 more breath in. And you can bring both hands and the left foot down, forward fold. Just letting the head relax. Halfway lift, breathe in. Shift the block to the left. Press your left hand down through it. Breathe out. Right hand on the hip. Shoulders pulling back. Right foot flexes, turns out to the side. Inhale. Left knee softens, rolls to the third toe. Exhale. Sweep that right leg up. Breathe in. Tuck the bottom under. Breathe out. Right shoulder rolls open. Both shoulders draw back. Right arm extends up. So find your drishti. Can you hover the hand? Can you balance for 2 breaths? One more inhale. Soften to the ground. Exhale. So the good news is we're getting really warm here. The bad news is we have to do one more round with the leg bend. You're going to switch that block back to the right-hand side. You can have your strap ready, or you can just use your hands. So we're getting really good at this flex and turn out on the inhale. The stack and tuck, soften the knee, exhale. Take that leg all the way up into half moon as you breathe in. Now, can you bend that knee as you breathe out? So the left leg is up. See if you can bend the knee. Left arm comes up. Can your left hand find your left ankle or your left big toe or something, or your strap, which I really should have wrapped. So trying to bend the leg, roll the shoulder back, and take the toe up towards the ceiling if you can. So the toe wants to point to the ceiling. Lift it as high as you can. Try and grab your foot. Roll the shoulder back. Keep the chest open. 2 more breaths here. This is going to really help you in our peak pose, which is coming right up. One more inhale. Softening down into the forward fold as we exhale. It's our last balance for today on the other side. So start with the setup for the half moon. Turning the foot out, hand on the hip, lift on the breath in. Tuck the tailbone under, wink. Then take the right hand to the ceiling, bend the right knee. See if you can find the foot or the ankle. Pressing into each other, trying to open to the side and stack. 2 more breaths. Using the strap if you need. And then exhale, fold. All right, just nod the head yes, shake the head no. Bring the ankles and the knees to touch. Inhale the arms up to chair pose. Exhale, take a strong seat. Try really hard to keep those ankles connected as you lift your heels right up onto the tiptoes as you breathe in. And start to slowly lower your hips onto your heels as you breathe out, keeping those knees together. Lengthen the back of the neck, breathe in, slowly lower the arms. We are coming into our Navasana, our boat pose. So take a breath in to prepare and a breath out to go there. Stick the landing. Good, so bring those feet up, keeping the tailbone tucked, shoulders are down. We're going to hold whichever version of Navasana feels best for you. You might like to stay here. You might be very competent in straight legs. You might also prefer to hold onto the backs of your thighs. That's fine. It's getting our core to work for us. Coming out into low boat. So the toes reach away, the ribs dish down, the belly is strong, the shoulders are relaxed, and the chin is tucked in. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax to the floor. Just notice your chin gently tuck in as the shoulders spread and melt into the ground. Really release your entire mass to the ground. Give all of your weight to gravity. Start to walk your feet in close to your bottom, rolling the shoulders down with a long neck into the ground. Inhale, scoop your bottom up into your bridge. If you'd like to go deeper, you can connect the hands underneath you. Just make sure the shoulders are really broad and the shoulder blades are squeezing towards each other with a long neck. Feel the whole body arcing open like a rainbow. Be careful that your thighs don't roll open to the sides. Keep them squeezing in. Slow, steady breath. Together, taking a final inhale here. Spreading the hands apart and slowly rolling down as you exhale. Throw something on this person's car. Being really obnoxious. Coming back to the floor, extend the left leg. Draw the right knee into the chest, give it a squeeze. Take a hold of that right knee with the left hand, roll it over to the left as you exhale. Send your chin over to the right. And try and soften here as much as you can. One more breath in. Completely relax. Come back to the center as you inhale. And extend the right leg as you exhale. Inhale as the left knee comes towards your chest. Exhale to squeeze it in towards your ribs. Take a breath, extend the left arm. And as you exhale, take the knee over to the right. Use your breath to gradually move deeper into the twist here. And if your knee doesn't come to the ground, you can always support it with a block. Relax the jaw. Soften the face. Coming back to the center as you breathe in. And extending the left leg away as you breathe out. Before we come into our peak poses for today, we're going to practice the shoulder stand. So if this inversion for you is not particularly accessible, bring those blocks over and pop them up under your hips. So I'll show you supported shoulder stand. 2 blocks is better than 1. It gives you more support, but if you are comfortable with your block on its edge, please feel free to go with that. And then under your low back and extend the legs up towards the ceiling. It's as simple as that. Keep your shoulders down and back and your chin tucked in. If you are practicing shoulder stand with me today, we're going to draw both knees up towards the chest. Press the hands down as we lift the legs up and try to stack in one straight line. So the shoulders will move closer together, the elbows will move closer together, and we share that load evenly. As we stack hips over heart and heels over hips, extending up towards the ceiling. Control of strong, steady breath. If you're comfortable here, you can bend your knees, take your heels to your bottom, and see if you can tap your knees to your head. Lift them up again. 2 more times. Lift on the inhale, tap on the exhale. Stay in your fold, extend the legs as you breathe in. Try and tap the toes to the ground as you breathe out. 2 more breaths wherever you are in your preferred version of shoulder stand. And using your next exhale to very, very slowly unravel. And once your toes come to the floor, roll the shoulders back, bring your fingertips under your bottom. Press through the elbows as we lift the chest and breathe in. Allow the head to release back as you breathe out. And just hold fish pose today. Collarbones are broad, shoulders are down and back. 1 more breath in. Push down through the elbows as you breathe out. Lift the head, tuck the chin, inhale, and come down onto the ground as you exhale. Extend both arms up beside your ears, breathe in, and curl up to sit as you breathe out. We're going to simply cross the knees, bring the hands in front, and walk it back into downward dog. So here's the fun part, guys. I'm going to do this on the left side first so I can demonstrate this wild thing. Taking the left leg up to the ceiling on your inhale, bend the knee, rotate the hip out to the side as you exhale. Take a breath in. Can you look out under your right arm as you breathe out? So you can see those left toes. And then see if you can bend into your right knee and bring those left toes down to the ground. Your hips will melt here. Your left arm comes up by your ear. And we squeeze the bottom, spiral the hips to the ceiling. So this is our wild thing. It's a back bend. It should feel amazing. Take a big breath in. And then bring that left hand back down where it started, lowering into the hips as we breathe out. Bring it back up into your three-legged dog. Inhale. And set up for half pigeon as we exhale. Cool. So, for our half pigeon today, I don't want you to worry so much about external rotation. I do want you to keep this foot really active so the toes are pulling back towards the knee to protect that knee joint, and that both hips are looking for the same distance from the floor. Bring your hands out wide onto the fingertips, lift the chest, breathe in, roll the shoulders back as you lower slowly to the mat, breathing out. Tucking the chin in, round the spine, roll up, inhale, and the shoulders roll back as you melt down, exhale. 2 more times at your pace with your breath. Staying down now. If you can, make a pillow with your arms for your forehead. So just gently, very slowly, rock the hips forward and back. We're looking to create more comfort, more ease in the pose. Looking for a center point here in the stretch where we're able to engage the glutes and core. Let's give them both a little squeeze. And then coming up onto the hands, so come onto the fingertips with the elbows wide, shoulders down on the exhale, chest comes up on the breath in. Tuck your big toes under on the back foot, which is your right foot. Inhale to prepare, exhale, kick your own butt. 1. Inhale, so we're just taking, keep your foot flexed. 2, we got 5 of these. 3, keep the body still. 4, holding it up there on 5. Now take your left hand, walk it over to the right side of the mat. Lift your right elbow up high as you breathe in. Spiral it back to look back at your right foot as you breathe out. Good, you guys are amazing. You're already there holding that foot. So I want you to kick the foot into the hand as you breathe in. And then bring that heel towards your bottom without rotating your hips to the right. So keep your hips facing the front of the room. Can you sneak your right foot into your right elbow pit? Can you do that? Have a little play. It's called Mermaid. I'm just going to turn around so you can see what I'm doing from the other angle. So your left hand can be on the ground. Your left hand can be on a block to prop you up. But bring the foot into the crook of the armpit, like this. And if you can, square your hips to the front of the mat, maybe that left hand will float up over your head towards the ceiling. Maybe you can even wrap that arm behind your ear and find your fingers. Maybe you want to bring the arm in front and find the fingers. Maybe you're still trying to get your toes into your elbow. That's fine. It's a mermaid day. We just look for how close we can get. Taking one more breath, wherever you are. And then release. Lining our chest up to the front. Inhale. Tucking those right toes under. Exhale. We're going to scoop the hips up as we breathe in and press it back to downward dog. Breathing out. Just give your legs a little shake, take a little walk. Notice how your hips are feeling, what's different in both sides. Let's do this on the other side. You'll be on your own for the wild thing. I can't levitate. Inhale your right toes up to the ceiling. Exhale, bend the knee, rotate the hip open. So you're going to look out under that left arm, look for your toes. And then bend the knee, take the right toe all the way over to the side. So take it over into your wild thing. I can't do it, so I'm going to watch you. So you're taking your right foot over to the left side. Your right hand will come off the floor while your left hand is still on the ground. Yes, try and push your hips up towards the ceiling. Good, taking another big breath in. And then bringing the right hand back down as you breathe out. Finding that three-legged dog on your inhale. And setting up for half pigeon on our second side as we exhale. Don't worry about sending that knee out super wide. We just want to turn the toes on. Bring the fingertips out to the side. Lift the chest, breathe in, and start to melt down as you breathe out. Rippling through the spine, restacking on the inhale, and melting down as we exhale. Take 2 more rounds. Look to express the pose, express the movement fluidly and fully. And then as we make our way down, creating that little pillow for our forehead with the arms. Noticing the generous amount of space between the ears and the shoulders. We have 2 more breaths here. And then slowly bringing the hands out to the sides, planting the fingertips down, rolling the shoulders back as we exhale, and coming up to stack as we breathe in. All right, tucking those left toes under as we breathe out. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, kick the butt 1. Inhale to tap. Exhale, kick the butt 2. Inhale to tap 3 more times. If there's pain through your knee, feel free to roll in the edge of your mat or pop a cushion underneath your knee. Now at the top, you're going to walk the right hand over to the left side. Keep the hips both pressing down. If your right hip is a long way from the mat, you can always support it with a cushion or a block as well. Your left hand is going to reach around and take a hold of your left ankle. I'm going to get my strap onto my left ankle to give myself some help. So the first thing you're going to do is find your left arm, your left hand grabbing that left foot. And we're going to push the foot into the hand, open the chest with the hips square to the front of the room. Take a big breath in here. And as you breathe out, bring that foot close to your bottom, as close as you can. Bring that heel in nice and close. Good. Now, if you're looking over your shoulder and both of your hips are facing the front of the mat, the left hip is facing down to the ground and not out to the side, just go ahead and see if you can get your left toes to sit into your left elbow. And if you can, maybe the right hand can come and hook the fingers together, both hands. And if you're feeling particularly awesome, maybe the right hand can come overhead. Wherever you're at today is totally fine. Keep breathing. 2 more breaths here. And slowly release. Bring the chest up to the center as we breathe in. Planting the hands, tucking the toes as we breathe out. Curling up, inhale. And back to downward dog as we exhale. Our last one for the day. Just noticing how the legs feel, walking it out if you need to, releasing any stress or strain. Lifting the heels as we breathe in, Bending the knees as you breathe out. Now, if we can spring load this dog enough, we should be able to land in a comfortable seat. Can we do that? Just let your hands rest on your knees. Gyan Mudra is one for focus and concentration. It's where we connect our thumb and our first finger, our index finger. So see if you can just do that. Allow the shoulders to drop down towards the hips. Notice your sits bones connected to the floor. Notice the sides of the waist lengthening up above them. See if you can gently draw the chin in and soften the face. And as we sit here in these final few breaths of our practice, see if you can allow your mind to behave as the ocean. Thoughts enter as waves. They come and they go. We don't attach to them. We release them. And take 2 sighs together. Take a breath in, sigh it out. One more time. Bringing the hands to heart center, bowing the head, raising the thumbs to your third eye. Thank you so much for joining me for all these yoga practices through lockdown. Thank you for being here for our last class. Thank you so much for taking the time to move and breathe and share in this amazing practice with me. And I hope to see you again in the flesh very soon.